Hey guys, welcome back to the ranch. We are going to mill 3 logs today. One of them is just going to be sawdust. We got that on the carriage right now. You can see the outer part. There's some shake in this. In the way when I picked it up, the way that the excavator crushed the outer portion, there's nothing going to be left of this log. So this is just going to be sawdust. And it's kind of crooked too. There's a little snake there. The second log we're going to do is all these logs here on the deck I need to mill. But this is a white oak. We're going to mill this into some fence boards. This log has been here on the property for probably about 2 years. So the outer edge is probably going to be waste, but the heartwood on these white oaks are usually, they last, you know, quite a bit. And then we have another pine. This one we should be able to get some 2x. I mean, it's kind of a banana shape, so I'm hoping to get some 2x6s out of this one. We'll see when we start cutting into it what we get. But this is going to be for grow boxes for grass for inside the rabbit colony. This one's going to be 1x6 fence boards. So let's get everything fired up and let's get rolling. line blew. Well, we had a little issue. Oil line blew oil everywhere. I hope it didn't ruin the engine. So we are down for a little while until I get this mess cleaned up. I gotta bring up a tank and a power washer and hose everything down and shovel all this oil out. Well, this sucks. Well, we're going to call it a day. I'm going to check the oil real quick, and hopefully there's oil still left in it. I got it shut down as quick as I possibly could. But yeah. Hope you guys have a good one. Obviously, I'm not. Take care. Bye. What a mess. Shot it all the way out here. All this covered in oil. All the way on top of the engine. It's covered in oil. My belt's covered in oil. You can see the concrete block over there. My belt tensioner. All that's covered in oil. So just giving it some time for all the oil to drip off of the engine. I'm gonna bring some sawdust over. I'm gonna start cleaning all this oil on the ground up. Yeah, and then I need to go get some orange cleaner, and I need to just clean the entire engine, spray it down, soak the engine in orange cleaner, and then power wash it all, and then drain the oil, take off the oil line, and get a new oil line, and then put oil back in it. So yeah, let's get busy. Okay, we got most of the oil on the ground and under the engine cleaned up. But you can see oil shot out all over here. It's still all over here. I'll clean all this up with, I'm gonna go get some orange cleaner. And I'm gonna hose everything down and then power wash everything. But top of the fan, it got sprayed. The belt is completely covered. It made a huge mess. But you can see how well the sawdust works. Soaking up puddles of oil. So yeah, see, no more oil there. It actually does a really good job. But yeah. Alright, it's nothing else I can do right now until Judy gets back with the orange cleaner. Send her out to go grab me like 3 gallons. Like I said, I'm just going to douse everything and citrus, orange citrus cleaner, and power wash everything, drain the oil, and take the oil line off, take it up to my tractor dealer. They make hydraulic hoses, and I'll make a new oil line for this, and we'll be back in business hopefully tomorrow afternoon. That's my plan, tomorrow afternoon. They have all these hoses in stock, so I just gotta take up the old hose and they'll make it for me. So until next time, you guys take care. I got most of this cleaned up. I got the new lines on, although this line I'm gonna have to reroute this line here. I think they made them a little bit longer than what they were supposed to be, because that can't stay there. It's rubbing that pulley. So, but we got an IBC tank. Little water pump that's leaking. It's leaking. It's steady leaking from here.
Because they stripped it out.
It should have a rubber.
It does have a rubber seal. But the thing is stripped out because when you...
Are you sure there's not dirt in it?
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't feel stripped out to me. It feels really tight. It feels like the threads are crossed. So anyways, we got that pump there, which is going to provide water flow to the power washer. And I'm gonna power wash everything here. So once we figure out what that leak is, how to fix that leak there, we will get everything fired up and get this power washed. All right, there we go. All covered in oil and debris. But yeah, so everything is power washed. Now we just need to add oil and fire it up. I don't know if you can see that. That's where the oil was here when we started, and now when after the hose blew, this is how low it went. So we didn't run it completely dry, so hopefully we didn't do any long-term damage to the engine. All right, this is a 2-gallon, and it took every last bit, but it brought it up to just below the fuel, the full line. It's like a quarter of an inch below the full. So we're gonna fire everything up and then check the oil again.